A very good morning to everyone. As we all know that COVID-19 has badly impacted the teaching learning process. Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan has taken up the initiative to provide video lessons of all subjects to support the students. My name is Harleen Kaur and I am teaching as PGT Computer Science in Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1 RCF Husainpur. I have made this video for class 11th IP. In this video, we will study about software from chapter Computer System and Organization. Now, what is the first thing comes to our mind when we hear a word software? There would be so many icons we can think of, like icon of Word, PDF, Paint, Windows, Twitter, or so many others. Now let's talk in more detail about the term software, its purpose and its types. Software. Whenever we make a program or a group of programs working together to perform a specific task is termed as software. There are so many softwares which we are using on daily basis as per our needs. But to use any software, the basic requirement is the hardware. And as we know that a hardware is meaningless and cannot work without software. So let's find out few of the differences between hardware and software. A hardware is a physical part of computer that causes processing of data, whereas a software is a set of instructions that tells a computer exactly what to do. A hardware cannot perform any task without software, and a software cannot be executed without hardware. This point of difference tells us about their interdependence. As hardware are physical components, they can be seen and touched, whereas software can be seen but cannot be touched. Hardware includes input devices, output devices such as keyboard, mouse, monitor, etc. Softwares are mainly divided into system and application softwares. Examples can be MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Paint, MySQL, etc. The basic purpose of software is to make a hardware compatible with user. A software provides an interface between the user and the hardware. It actually provides a working environment to the user. Now, as you can see, 4 layers in this picture, but the middle 2 layers between user and hardware are comprisingly termed as software. Now let's talk about the types of software. Software is mainly divided into 2 categories: system software and application software. System software is further categorized as operating system and language processors. The examples of language processors can be assembler, compiler, and interpreter. Second category of application software is again further categorized into general purpose and customized softwares. Now let's discuss all the types of softwares more in detail. System software. System software refers to the programs that make the computer operational. It manages and controls all the operations of computer hardware and helps application programs to get executed. The system software comprises of BIOS system, operating system, device drivers, and language processors. BIOS. The basic input-output system is a small program that controls all electronic devices attached to main computer system. Actually, BIOS is the first set of instructions run by computer when powered on. That means when we switch the computer on, it sets the machine hardware ready to help the operating system to configure hardware components. And this process is known as booting. Now, what is an operating system? Operating system is the first system software to be installed in hardware and cannot, without installing operating system, we cannot install any other softwares. An operating system acts as an interface between user and hardware of the computer. It provides a software platform on which an application program runs, and it also performs so many various important tasks such as handling input output devices, memory management, file management, storage management, and so many others. Device drivers. All computer accessories which we buy, like printers, scanners, webcams, come with their own driver software. These device drivers are very much essential to bring a piece of hardware in working condition. So what happens if we don't have a device driver? The operating system will not able to communicate with the device. Next is the language processor. Language processor is the special translator software which is used to translate the program written in high level language or assembly language into machine code. To understand language processor, we all must know that a computer understands only binary language, the language which is made of only zeros and ones. But the programming languages which we use are more like English language, like Python, C, C++, Java. They all are termed as high level languages. It is easy for us to work in high level languages. So whatever coding we do in high level language are not understood by computer, as computer understands only binary language. So here we need a translator which converts high level language code to binary code to make it understandable by computer, and again it will convert machine level code to our high level code so that we can also understand the output produced by the programming language. So this work is accomplished by language processors. Assembler, compiler, interpreter, they all are the language processors doing the same job, but they do differ in their working. Assembler. An assembler is a program that converts assembly language into machine code. Assembly language is the second generation computer language, and it uses assembler as a translator to convert assembly language to machine level language. A compiler is another language processor which converts high level language to machine level language, and interpreter also performs same task, but the difference between both is that compiler will compile the complete program in one go and it will display all the errors with their line number, but interpreter interprets the code line by line and it will check first line, and if it is correct only then it will move on to the second line. If in any case it will find some error in line 1, interpreter stops and shows the error, and it will not move further until we remove the error of line 1. So the main difference lies in their process of execution only. The second category of software is the application software. Application software refers to the programs that are used by the user to perform specific applications like making a document, presentation, or handling inventory, etc. Each one of us is using application software for our day-to-day need. They can be further classified as general or specific or free and open source softwares. General purpose softwares are those softwares which are made for common users to accomplish day-to-day tasks. The users may use them in the manner they want. Some of the popular general softwares are word processors, presentation tools, that means PowerPoint, Excel, all the office tools, and IDE, Integrated Development Environment. These are the supported examples of general purpose softwares. Next is the specific purpose software. Specific or customized purpose softwares are made as per user's requirement. They are customer specific. Such software cannot be installed or used by any other user or customer as the requirements may differ. That means the software specifically made for hotel cannot be used in any other department, as these softwares are made on the requirement of the user. Now the last category is proprietary and free open source software. Developers of some software allow the public to freely use their software along with the source code with an aim to improve further with each other's help. The softwares that are freely available without any cost can be termed as free, and the free accessibility of their source code to improve or add new functionality makes it open source. So we have Ubuntu operating system and Python language, which belongs to the category of free and open source. Proprietary software. When user need to purchase a software from the vendor who has its copyright are known as proprietary software. A software can be freeware or open source or proprietary software depending upon the conditions of the person who has developed it or released it. So that's all with the topic software as per the syllabus prescribed by CBSE for the session 21-22. So here I am posting some recapitulation for you all. I hope you will recapitulate the topic software by doing the given assignment. Thank you.